Okay, this is Fundamentals Day 1, right? And you'll notice that this is the Fundamentals First Day board, and pictures of this are in your student manual as well. And I have here, I'm coming right over to eat leftover rib pizza together with you. That's for head loops, his and her head loops. Notice how it's both blue and pink. And then we have all the tailbone moves down there. Those are the tailbone moves. And whatever is blue and pink, both the man and the woman can do. In fact, I think I need to make a pink little hand. But the only thing the man can't do to himself is elbow himself. Yeah, he can elbow himself, and Felix will show you that move. But he can't wrist himself, and he can't knee himself. But I have to make that hand blue. But you'll see it's blue and pink for all the DTB stuff, okay? And here is the Fundamentals Day 1 board. And you'll see this in your manuals as well. And then here are the buckets for week 1 and 2, high hand and shoulders. Week 3, high hand and shoulders. I'm sorry, hip and low hand. Week 4 is tailbone head loop. Week 5, etc. Okay? So, hopefully you'll be able to see this and it's in the right direction. I hope it's not upside down and you can't read it. Alright, so anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your very first day of Black Belt Salsa. And what I'm going to teach you today is the Black Belt program was invented by a follow who got to experience many different leads from all over the world. And she said, wow, this guy will touch my hips, this guy will touch my shoulders, this guy will touch my wrist, but yet they're not talking to each other, but yet I get to experience every single one of those leads. And so what she did was she developed this program to where there are literally 56 ways of turning the girl one direction, and then another few more ways of turning the guy that same one direction. So the girl will turn right 56 ways, the guys will turn right another maybe 13 ways, okay? And so what we do is we call that down the body. And the map of your moves in the system is the woman's body and your body. So when you're choreographing your dancing throughout the night, you'll say, oh wow, I haven't touched her shoulder yet. Oh wow, I haven't touched her waist yet. Oh wow, I haven't put her hand on my waist. Oh wow, I haven't yet put her hand on my shoulder. Oh wow, I need to give her a head loop, which is this head loop right here. Or a wrist, I haven't turned her by her wrist. I haven't turned her by the tailbone, putting your hand near her tailbone to turn her. And so her body is your entire map of the way you're going to be turning her both in merengue, in bachata, in salsa, and other dances. So what this does is it avoids you having to learn patterns, a specific pattern, and just doing that one pattern over and over until you're blue in the face. It gives you so many different options throughout the night that the women will think that you know all these amazing moves, but really you're only doing one set of footwork, but you're touching her on 56 parts of her body, okay? And so here, in the orientation day today, you're going to be learning merengue, bachata, and salsa all in one day. The basics of each, but at least when you go to a nightclub tonight, you can do basic merengue, basic bachata, basic salsa after you leave here tonight. Now, notice how everybody has wristbands in the room. You always wear your wristband on the left. Why? Because some people can't tell their left from their right. And when they're dancing and the instructor says, grab her left arm, you can rest assured that her wristbands are on her left, as well as yours as well, okay? And white belt, orange belt, yellow belt, camel belt, green belt, purple belt, and blue belt are all taught in group classes every Tuesday night here, okay? Or if you run twice a week, maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays. Brown through black belt, 3rd degree, are taught at weekend workshops. And so you won't get brown or through black training here at the group classes. You need to take weekend workshops in order to get that kind of training, okay? And so this is basically how to get to black belt. Brown is spins, red is styling, black is musicality, and then your black belts are your lifts and tricks and performance choreography if you want to compete, stuff like that. We also offer private lessons in these areas in the whole curriculum if you're interested in privates. Any one of our instructors can teach you a private lesson. Now, what I'd like like to show you down here is, actually let's go to this side now. So week 1 and 2 every week, we're going to be turning us, the men and the women, by our hands and our shoulders. Week 3, we're going to be turning us and the women by touching our hip or her waist and low hand. We're going to keep the hands low. Week 4, we're going to be touching the tailbone and the head loop. Week 5 is just a review, okay? And so now, let's start off with, I'm going to teach you the concept of the egg, the pyramid theory for men, or triangle period, the orange, or triangle theory, sorry. Tangerines, lines, the S for the girl. We're going to show the women a basic styling move called the mermaid. And we're going to use the Frankenstein technique, that's a little Frankenstein down there, to show you how to do your basic step in salsa, because salsa is a lot more difficult to learn than bachata and merengue, okay? So now, on the back of your board is instructions for the teacher. And the teacher on the back of this board, pretty much, this is, make sure to teach short, long, long. These are just basic instructor notes that they can look at so they won't forget to teach this, because you'll find that the more instructors you have and the more students you have, because your studio is going to start to grow and explode, you cannot always be reminding your instructors, don't forget I'm teaching this, don't forget to teach them that, etc. So we have these boards here while you're teaching the class, and the teacher will listen to this. Salsa footwork. Okay, so I want to teach merengue basic first, bachata basic second, right and left turns, open position only. We're not going to do any closed position, nothing. The salsa footwork, the basic long, short, short, long. I'll show you that. Crossbody lead, salsa partner work, frame, and then I have those symbols. Again, the pyramid, the orange, the line, and the S. What was the line? Oh, the egg. And then the number 5 tension, pistol grip hold, and then the man cave for the girls. Now watch how that works. I call this fun one, and I put fun one up here because when we have many boards, we can just go through the boards and look at them and say, oh, there's the fundamentals board, and pull it out, okay? Just like with our apprentice board, if I'm looking for my apprentice board, it is blue on the top, so I can quickly pull it out knowing that that's the apprentice board. And we have orange on the top and yellow and green, so you can quickly pull out your board as an instructor, because sometimes you don't have a whole lot of time to do stuff. All right, so the first in class, what we're going to do today is we are going to cover, now this is a 90-minute class, but I'm going to do this video in a shorter period, 10 minutes, okay? So, let's go over the merengue basic. Come over here, and we're going to demonstrate how to do the merengue. So, like you did in the warm-up, guys are going to start with their left foot, girls are going to start with their right. Footwork only. And you're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Start with your left foot. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Now, for merengue, as in bachata and in salsa, you're going to have what's called a number 5 tension. And that number 5 tension goes like this. Okay? Let's lift this up just a little bit. Okay. So, that number 5 tension, put your hands like this. On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the strongest, I want you to push against me at 8. So push hard at 8. Good. More. Push harder. Push harder. I'm pushing more than you here. There you go. Push against me at 8. Even more. There you go. Okay? That's a good 8. Now give me a 2. Barely touch. Barely. Now give me a 1. There should be some airflow between the fingertips. Now give me a 5. Now I want you to bounce your hands up and down to number 5 connection. Give me some energy. Bounce with me. Don't let me carry you. There you go. That's good. I'm pressing more than you. So yes, you see how we're like a mirror with each other? That's called number 5 tension. Okay? Now step away for a second and just bounce by yourself up and down. Put your fingers together. I call these the brothers, these 4 fingers. Put your brothers together. Good. Now come toward me. And let's put our hands together again and go up and down. Good. It's a little better. Now get away for a sec. Do this again. Now if I asked you to do this for 10 minutes, it would probably be really hard by yourself, right? Come toward me. Now we're going to come together like this. If you Put your fingers together. Good. Come together. Good. That's a good number 5 tension. Feel that? How there's an exchange of energy between these both. Now, in open position, I'm going to give you a number 5 tension downward. You're not going to touch me with your thumbs. Your thumbs are going to go forward at an angle, like this. You're going to give me, for white belt and orange belt only, a pistol grip hold. Once you get to yellow belt and above, you eliminate the pistol grip and you go to a 4-finger. Why? Because open break moves at yellow belt, you use 4 fingers, okay? But at orange and white, we don't have open break moves. We just use a 3-finger hold. The reason why we do a 3-finger pistol grip hold is because we don't want the guys to control the woman's float arm with his thumb. We never dance, or rarely will you ever put your thumb down. There's certain moves where you do have to put your thumb down, but most of the time you want your thumb up. You'll find that the girl is actually lighter when you do, put your brothers together, the fingers together, when you don't put your thumbs down. When you put your thumb down on her, she will become heavier. When you take your thumb off, she will become lighter, okay? And you can do a little experiment like that with your people. So she's going to press down a number 5 connection very relaxed. She is going to, now let's go back to, so that's the tension, and that's the pistol grip hold, okay? I don't know if I have that on there. Yes, pistol grip hold. Now, a man cave, a woman is going to give what's called a man cave. And it's kind of like shopping cart arms. When you're pushing a shopping cart, give me you for a sec. Give me your hands. When you're pushing a shopping cart, your palms are up against his 3 fingers. When you're pulling a shopping cart, suddenly your hands are flat. So I pull and I push. I pull and I push, but I never squeeze him. I always keep a hand cave, a man cave. I call this a man cave, like this, and it forms a C, so it's like a cave. This part of your finger right here will always be touching his uppermost finger. So this is the roof of my cave. It's touching the top right there. Even when I'm pulling and even when I'm pushing, he's constantly feeling that connection downward with my hands, okay? So I'm giving him a number 5 tension downward. Now, there's 3 points of connection in open position. 1, 2, 3. We always, when we're dancing on 2, we start with our left foot forward, when we dance on 2. Why? Because when you start dancing on 2, you step back with your left foot, gentlemen, and then you start dancing. So when we first start dancing, we always start with our left foot forward. If we're in on 1 school, we start with our right foot forward. So go ahead and put your right foot forward. Good. Now I can step back while he steps forward. Okay, let me make sure this is still recording. Yes. Okay. So now we're going to talk. Now we've talked about the pistol grip hold. Sorry. Hi, Alex. Can you hold on a second? We talked about the pistol grip hold. We talked about make sure that your knuckles and your elbows are absolutely straight. You do not want an angle like this. You see this? You want to have a straight arm here. You don't want to have your hand open like that at all. Just always have the knuckles to the elbows absolutely straight, okay? Now, you're going to keep your index finger off her and your thumb off of her, always. You're always going to keep your 3 brothers together, like this. Good. Now we're going to also now talk about the egg. Let's put our hands on top of our heads. Good. Now you're going to come down. You're going to meet the back of my hand, and you're going to go below your belt. You're going to come back up, and you're going to meet and go back on top of your head. And that's your egg, and this is my egg. Okay? So your egg, you have an egg and I have an egg. Now you're going to take my hands and put them below my elbows. You're going to move apart about 6 inches to where your hands are in line with your shoulders. You're going to give a pistol grip hold. She's going to place her hands here. The gentlemen are going to have 2 tangerines underneath their armpits. A tangerine here and a tangerine there. The women are not going to have tangerines. We're going to have a line here and a line there. And that's what this says here on your board. Notice how you start with the egg, and now I talked about the tangerine and the lime, okay? Now let's talk about how a man stands, okay? Normally when you're taking direction at a black belt school, all the men will stand like this or like this. The women will stand like this in an S shape, okay? Just to make us feel more feminine. And the guys will stand, put your hands here, either like that or the hands in front, just like this. There you go, like that, okay? So we want men to look like this and the girls to look like this. And this is the start of the feminine masculine. This shows power because he has triangles here, he has triangles there, he has another triangle there. The pyramid is the strongest structure on earth. A triangle is a very strong structure, shape. It shows power, it shows strength. As a lead in black belt, you always want to show a powerful shape about you. So when you're doing your egg, go back up to your egg. Now come down. You should see your elbows in front, okay? And here, you should see, hold on a minute. Here you should see that he has two tangerines underneath his armpits when he's in egg position. If he's on the side like this, his elbows should be in front of his chest. If his back was against the wall, there should be at least 7 inches of space between his elbows and his back. So if we were to take a line, hold on a minute, hang on just a second. Let me get this little thing out here for you guys so you can see what I mean. There it is. If we were to take this stick right here, this stick, see that? It's my stick. It can come in, come out. You don't have to have this for your class, but to prove a point, do your egg. It's in front of his chest 2 inches. If I do my egg, this is in front of my chest 2 inches. Too many people end up dancing with their elbows back like that, okay? So you want to always keep this in front, even while you're dancing, and that's going to improve your style. So you're here, get a pistol grip hold, no thumbs on my fingers, no fingers on my hand. Good. Brothers together. Good. Your elbows are in front of your chest. Excellent. So this is called the egg. Go back up to egg. Come down. Good. He is not going to allow me to penetrate his egg. I'm not going to allow him to penetrate my egg. We're always going to maintain the size of a soccer ball between the hands and the chest. Okay, so that's the egg. Now, when we do our merengue step, we're going to maintain the same position. Gentlemen, start with your left foot. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now you can lift the hand. You can turn her. Now you can lift the hand and you can turn you. Now for bachata, it's the same thing except you're going 1, 2, 3, tap. You're going to have the same connection. Gentlemen, you're going to step to the side. We're going to do the footwork only. We're going to do our bachata footwork. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Good. Now you're going to do the same thing. Ladies, you're going to relax your hands down, still having the lines underneath the armpits. Now let's try this. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, turn her right, and 1, 2. Obviously, you're going to go over the footwork. Tap. 1, turn her left. Tap. Keep the fingers together. Now turn you right or left. Keep your fingers together. Good. Because she has to hold on to at least 3 fingers that are super glued together. It's very difficult to follow a lead where your fingers are apart like that. Okay? High 10. So that's bachata. You'll show the bachata footwork, the merengue footwork, and then the right turn, left turn for both. Using high hand. If it was week 2 or week 3, week 3 or 4 or 5, you would have an option of showing how to turn her from her hip or from her low hand or tailbone or head loop. However, you do not have to at this level. It just depends on what you want. If you want to turn her by the shoulder, put your hand here on my shoulder. Turn by the shoulder. If you want to turn her by the waist, turn her by the waist. If you want to turn you by your shoulder, put this on your shoulder. Turn around. If you want to turn you by the waist, put this on the waist. It's your prerogative whether you want to show that day 1. We normally just keep it high hand, okay? Now, turn take this part of your hand right there, you put it on your hip, and right before she steps back, whether it's on 1 or on 6, she's going to go 5, 6, 7, or 7, 1, 2, 3, and that's all it is. Boom. Okay? That's called the mermaid. I'm going to teach that. Now, for our salsa step, we're going to use what's called the short, long, long technique. So, guys, if we're doing it on 1, you're going to make a short 1 step and a short 5 step. 2 long steps in between. 5, 6, 7, and short, long, long, short, long, long. Short, push back, long, push forward. Short, long, long, short, long, long. Now you do the exact same thing for on 2, except you just take 2 steps backward. Your second step is short. 5, 6, 7, and 1, short, long, long, short, long, long, short, long, long, short, long. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to do open position, pistol grip hold. Good. Put the brothers together. And don't ever let me feel your palm. Okay? Her fingers should never ever feel his palm. He should only be feeling her palm at all times, because her knuckles should not be the one to crack. His knuckles should be the one to crack. You're going to do on 1, put your elbows in front of your chest. 2 tangerines underneath your armpits. 5, keep her hands below her elbows. 5, 6, on 1, short, long, long, short, long, long, short, long, long, short, on 2. Long, short, long, long, short, long. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And that is all you're going to teach fundamentals first day, and that should last 90 minutes. Okay? Also, our fundamentals first day person, when he gets done teaching merengue, he says, okay, everybody in the whole room, we're going to do a merengue. And what everybody does is they say, okay, merengue blitz. And then everybody starts dancing merengue. White belts start dancing merengue with the yellow belts, and the yellow belts dance with the orange belts, because it's a merengue blitz. They literally stop teaching their salsa for one merengue song, and then they do a merengue. And then after that, we go learn our salsa at the other groups. Everybody's learning salsa. But this guy is teaching bachata now to fundamentals day 1. Only the simple bachata step, right turn, left turn. After the fundamentals teacher gets done teaching bachata, he grabs the microphone and he says, okay, everybody, now we're going to do bachata. And all the groups run to each other's group, and they grab somebody and they say, let's do bachata. And the music is playing. But the fundamentals teacher is the one who says, okay, let's play merengue, because it might take him longer to get through bachata based on the group that he has. He might have a slow group, okay, or whatever. So it's the fundamentals instructor who dictates when the merengue is going to happen for one song, when the bachata is going to happen for one song, and then the rest of the night it's only salsa, 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 okay? So that is pretty much anything else. Anything else out here? So all you're teaching is the basic, the long, short, long, long, short. Are you teaching a cross-body lead? No, you're not teaching a cross-body lead. Salsa partner work, frame, number 5 tension, pistol grip, and man cave. I have to ask Jesse if he's teaching a cross-body lead. I don't think so. I think he's just teaching a basic step. I have to ask him. So I'll let you know if the cross-body lead's on here. I highly doubt it. So anyway, we'll let you know, okay? But that's fundamentals day 1. All right, we'll talk soon, everybody. I'll keep you posted.